Namaskar friends, thank you for your support on Schedule M videos, session 1, session 2 and session 3, and please revisit those 3 sessions because Schedule M is already published. However, today's topic is totally different. It is not on the regulations or not on a specific QMS tool. It is on the investigational tool. Many of you might be aware of fishbone diagram or Ishikawa diagram or cause and effect diagram. It is very effective investigational tool. In today's session, we are going to learn fishbone diagram, use of fishbone diagram in investigation of any matter or analyzing cause and its effect. In ICH Q9, there are many different tools for investigation or risk assessment. And out of that, this is one of basic tool for investigation or analyzing cause and effect. The word fishbone comes from its visual representation that looks like a skeleton of fish. And this fishbone diagram is one of the various techniques available for conducting cause and effect analysis. Fishbone diagram provides a structured way to identify and organize the potential causes of the problem or the effect. It allows us to establish cause and effect relationship in a very easiest way. And this fishbone diagram is easy to understand, easy to establish. Fishbone diagram is also called as cause and effect diagram and Ishikawa diagram. Ishikawa name comes after the name of Dr. Kaoru Ishikawa, a Japanese quality control expert who created this fishbone diagram first time. Fishbone diagram often used during the brainstorming session to identify the causes of an undesirable effect of the problem. Many times we need to do the brainstorming to identify the root cause, to find out the exact problem so that we can take the corrective and preventive action. And this is a very good tool to identify the undesirable effect of a problem. It also helps to identify the root cause of an effect in order to identify a solution and to implement corrective and preventive actions. Fishbone diagram is often used in the risk assessment, lean assessments, Six Sigmas, and other quality improvement methodologies to narrow down the area of analysis. Ultimately, we save the time required for the investigation and we are able to apply corrective and preventive action as early as possible. This is the basic use of fishbone diagram. The outcome of fishbone analysis will provide useful information for problem solving tools. So, fishbone diagram gives us a solution for the problem. Fishbone diagram often used in investigation of product complaint, or we can say market complaint, deviations in pharma industry, food industry, incidents investigation, in investigation of non-compliances, non-conformities, in the investigation of audit observations, in investigation of adverse effect due to the drug, and possible causes of the risk, to identify the possible causes of the risk. What are the other usage or benefits of fishbone diagram? It provides clarity about the root cause of an effect, that is the problem, allows good use or utilization of people's knowledge of the process, identifies the potential factors that may cause an effect, provides a roadmap for corrective and preventive action to avoid reoccurrence. It helps in new product or new process designs. So these are the very important usage of fishbone diagram or cause and effect diagram or Ishikawa diagram. Friends, we can use different approaches to construct fishbone diagram. Many of the time 4Ms, 6Ms, 8Ms, these approaches are used. 4Ms mean man, method, material, machine. If we add two more to it, that is mother nature, which we can say environment, mother environment, measurements, then it becomes 6M. And if we add two more, that is management and maintenance, then it becomes 8Ms. Friends, here I would like to request you, please see this video till the end. At the end, I explained use of this fishbone diagram with an example. There is no right or wrong way to do this analysis, but it provides a roadmap to do the analysis. Different names may be used for the same category depending on the situation and on the user's choice. For example, man can be used as a manpower, main, people, labor. Machine can be used as machinery, equipment, tools, systems. Measurements can be used as metrics, inspections, audits. Methods can be used as a process, procedures. Mother nature can be considered as mother environment, milieu, and materials can be considered as goods. In fishbone diagram, as we discussed, there are 4Ms, 6Ms, 8Ms. 4M is a very basic form of this type, that is fishbone diagram. 6M is most commonly used mainly in the manufacturing processes or services, and 8M is used in the manufacturing processes, is used in the services, as well as it is used in the projects, because management responsibility and maintenance part included in 8M, so it is useful mainly in the projects. However, 6M is very common in pharma industry, food industry, API industry, chemical industry, and other processing industries. 4M is used anywhere. For example, in administration, in colleges, in institutes, 4Ms can be used. So let us understand what is fishbone diagram. The first step is conducting a fishbone analysis is to clearly define the effect. The effect will become the head of the fishbone. That means you have to first define the effect, that is define the problem statement, you can say. This could be a quality issue, this could be a technical issue, or simply not meeting a performance target. Should be in brief. Use number wherever possible. If you have many causes, then you have to use numbers. If you have multiple effects, then also you can go through the using numbers. In this diagram, you can say where I mentioned effect, this is the problem statement. Where I mentioned cause category, where you can see the branches, all these branches are causes. You can add sub branches as well, which will be sub causes. That means main branch, that is M, you can say, machine, man, material, then potential cause, then sub cause, and then root cause. These branches will increase as per the cause identified. Each cause need to be put into the category for easier sharing and reference. That means man related causes to be considered under the man category, machine related to be considered under the machine category. Don't worry, I will explain with example. If you are not getting right now, you will definitely understood how to use the fishbone diagram or how to use this diagram for the effective investigation or identifying the root cause analysis. Applicability of the terminology depend on its area or service. In this diagram, in this image, you can say that in case of manufacturing, you can use manpower, environment, machine, material, measurement method. But in case of administration and services, you can say people, environment, equipment, policies, procedures. Like this, you can change the terminology used in the branches. This fishbone diagram allows to identify hierarchy of the causes, including the possible root causes. For example, here we are seeing that potential cause. Here we can see sub cause, and at the end we are able to identify the root cause. If we apply 5 whys with this fishbone technique, then it will give the extra dimension to our analysis. It will improve the quality. It will speed up the investigation, and it will give a correct root cause if we apply 5 why method at each root cause analysis. I will explain during the example. Here is an example of 5 why. If we have the problem that our vehicle is not start, or the vehicle will not start. Why this vehicle will not start? Because battery is dead. Then second why battery is dead? Because the alternator is not functioning. Why this alternator is not functioning? Alternator belt has broken. Why the alternate belt was broken? Reason: the alternate belt was well beyond its useful service life and not replaced. And again, last why it is not replaced? Because the vehicle was not maintained according to the recommended service schedule. So exact root cause is the vehicle was not maintained according to the recommended service schedule. That means by applying these 5 why technique, you can go to the exact root cause. Now we will learn all M's of 6M. I am considering 6M because it is commonly used for all manufacturing, services, institutes, colleges, everywhere 6M is commonly used for the fishbone diagram. So first is man. Anyone who involved with the process and who contribute for the effect, including governing staff, including supporting staff. You have to consider when you try to identify the causes related to man. Then next comes method. How the process is performed and the specific requirement for doing it. For examples, rules and policies, work instructions, standard operating procedures, common practices, this will be considered under the method. Next M is for machine. Machine, all machineries used for the manufacturing of the product, all machineries used to get a desired effect. For example, if you are in the process of tablet manufacturing, then you have to consider compression machine, packaging machine, blending machine, granulators, and if you are in the colleges or if you are in the bank, you have to consider the machines like a computer, printers, even writing material like pen, pencil. Those comes under the machine. Next M is material. Material, here we consider all material required for the processing. If again we take the example of tablet manufacturing, for tablet manufacturing we require raw material. Raw material includes active pharmaceutical ingredients, other excipients. Then we require packing material like foil, tubes, bottles. All those materials we need to consider. In case of banks, we need to consider the information, paperwork, and in other industries we can consider related raw material like parts and all those things. So in case of material, you have to consider all the material required for performing the process or giving the desired product. Next M is Mother Nature. Mother Nature can be considered as an environment. Environment, the condition which is required for the processing of the product or required for the operation. For example, again we are considering the tablet manufacturing. In case of tablet manufacturing, we need to maintain the proper temperature, proper humidity, proper differential pressure. We need to, during granulation process, we have to consider the time. Then for the environment, we need to consider temperature, time, humidity. And in other industries, Mother Nature can be a surrounding, can be a culture, or can be a location, area where the people are sitting. Because if we are meditating or we are giving a spiritual lectures, in that case, if the area or location is polluted or making a surrounding noise is there, then you cannot do the meditation. So that environment need to be considered in case of those areas. Depending on the area, depending on the applicability, this environment can be changed. Next M is measurement. Measurement is data or matrix that is used to evaluate the performance or the effect of the product, performance of the operation. For example, for the volume, we need to measure in terms of centimeters, liters. For the material, you need to weigh the material and we need to measure it in kg, grams. If tastes like dissolution, we need to consider the time. Some process we need to consider the time. So measurement comes to the, under measurement we have to consider all these areas. Now let us discuss how to conduct the fishbone analysis. For conducting fishbone analysis or cause and effect analysis, you have to clearly define the problem statement to your team. Then team will start brainstorming to write the problem statement. In this image, you can easily see that I have written a problem statement as increased documentation error. If suppose we need to find what is the reason for increased documentation error, then how will we apply this root cause analysis methodology to identify the exact root cause for the increased documentation error? Let us see the example. Here, problem statement is increased documentation error. In order to identify the root cause for the increased documentation error, I would like to apply 6M method, where I considered mother nature, machine, method, man, measurement, material. These are the 6 areas or 6 branches which can lead to increased documentation error. Under these branches, we can consider the potential cause. What are the potential causes? For example, in case of mother nature, if office area is noisy, that might be the reason or cause. If there is a temperature exertion, then human comfort might not be there. Because of that only increased documentation error happen. In case of machine, incompatible system or system error, machine like computers. Then in case of machine, again inadequate printers, system not integrated, those might be the reason under the machine. What is the causes under the method? Unclear procedure are not easy to understand, manual data entry is required, then this method is wrong. This might be the cause for the increased documentation error. Now in case of material, you can define that delayed पेपर सप्लाई नहीं मिल रहा है टाइम पे, और पुअर पेपर क्वालिटी है. जो पेन दिए है लोगों को जो पेन दिए हैं वो पेन बराबर क्वालिटी के नहीं है, उसमें जो इंक आ रही है वो पुअर क्वालिटी की इंक है. सो ये भी रीजन हो सकते हैं इंक्रीज्ड डॉक्यूमेंटेशन एरर के लिए. मेजरमेंट में क्या हो सकता है? अपना रिव्यू सिस्टम फेल्योर है, दैट माइट बी द रीजन. इन केस ऑफ मैन, दैट इज पीपल वर्किंग, वहां पे जो काम कर रहे हैं उनको क्या हो सकता है, उनकी वजह से क्या एरर आ सकती है? एक तो उनका लो मॉरल और इनएडिक्वेट ट्रेनिंग और वर्कलोड इंक्रीज हो गया हो, और पुअर टेक्निकल सपोर्ट, उनको पता ही नहीं चल रहा है कि क्या करना है, या उनको सपोर्ट ही नहीं दे रहा है, कोई समझा ही नहीं रहा है कि क्या चल रहा है. अगेन इट इज समवेयर रिलेटेड टू ट्रेनिंग. सो दीज माइट बी द रीजंस, प्रोबेबल कॉजेस फॉर इंक्रीज्ड डॉक्यूमेंटेशन एरर. इसमें से कोई एक भी हो सकता है, दोनों भी हो सकते हैं. आप इसमें आगे आगे 5 y अप्लाई करेंगे तो और सब कॉजेस आ जाएंगे, फिर और सब कॉजेस आ जाएंगे, और सब कॉजेस आते आते 5th लेवल पे आपको रूट कॉज मिल जाएगा। तो दिस वे यू कैन अप्लाई फिशबोन डायग्राम टू आइडेंटिफाई द रूट कॉज एंड बेस्ड ऑन द रूट कॉज। समझो ये केस में हमें पता चला कि यहाँ पे बाकी सब हमने ठीक ठीक किया हुआ है और हमारे जो लोग है वो प्रॉपरली ट्रेंड नहीं है, तो यू कैन अप्लाई द ट्रेनिंग टू द पीपल। अगर उनके पास टेक्निकल सपोर्ट ही नहीं मिल रहा है तो यू कैन प्रोवाइड द टेक्निकल सपोर्ट। अगर मशीन फॉर एग्जांपल कंप्यूटर काम ही नहीं कर रहा है, अगर आप ईआरपी जैसा सिस्टम यूज कर रहे हैं तो ईआरपी सिस्टम काम नहीं कर रहा है, तो वो केस में आप करेक्टिव और प्रिवेंटिव एक्शन में उसको कंप्यूटर प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं, इंटीग्रेटेड ईआरपी सिस्टम प्रोवाइड कर सकते हो। दिस वे यू कैन अप्लाई फिशबोन डायग्राम फॉर इन्वेस्टिगेशन। एक दूसरा भी एग्जांपल देखते हैं, वो इससे भी ज्यादा सिंपल है। इसमें क्या हुआ है, लेट फॉर वर्क, मतलब हम घर से तो निकले लेकिन लेट हो रहे हैं डेली, ये सिंपल है, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का एक एग्जांपल है। तो इसमें अगर मैं फिशबोन डायग्राम का 6M अप्लाई करूं तो क्या होता है, एक तो पीपल यूज कर रहे हैं हम, एक मेथड मेजरमेंट, फिर मशीन, एनवायरमेंट एंड मटेरियल्स। इसमें पीपल में कौन कौन आएगा, हम घर से निकल रहे हैं तो बच्चों की वजह से लेट हो गए क्या, या खुद ही डिमोटिवेटेड है, टायर्ड है, खुद ही लेजी है, दीज आर द डिफरेंट रीजंस। मेथड में क्या क्या आ सकता है, हमारा अलार्म क्लॉक अलार्म हमने प्रॉपरली सेट ही नहीं किया हो, या वॉकिंग टाइम हमारा प्रॉपर नहीं है, स्पीड कम ज्यादा है या कम है, सॉरी, रूट ऑफ वर्क हमने गलत लिया हुआ है, डिस्टेंस का और टाइम का हमने कैलकुलेशन नहीं किया है प्रॉपर, ये मेथड में हो सकता है। मेजरमेंट में क्या हो सकता है, मेजरमेंट में हमको क्या हो गया है, वो बोनस प्रॉपर नहीं मिल रहा है, इंसेंटिव प्रॉपर नहीं मिल रहा है, स्कूल की वजह से हम लेट हो रहे हैं, तो स्कूल में जाने का टाइम हमने प्रॉपर कैलकुलेट नहीं किया, क्लॉकिंग ही नहीं किया, ये मेजरमेंट में आ सकता है। मटेरियल्स में क्या आ सकता है, कभी बैग भूल जाते हैं, कभी पावर चला जाता है, कभी टिफिन भूल जाते हैं, कभी गलत तरीके से क्लॉथ यूज करते हैं, फिर उसको चेंज करने के लिए टाइम जा रहा है, गाड़ी में पेट्रोल खत्म हो गया है, घर में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं है, ऐसे मटेरियल्स में आ सकते हैं। एनवायरमेंट में क्या आ सकता है, बीच में बारिश हो रही है, ट्रैफिक जाम हो गया, कोहरा पड़ गया, फॉग आ गया, या छुट्टी का दिन है तो ज्यादा ट्रैफिक है, ये हमारा एनवायरमेंट में आ सकता है। मशीन में क्या हो सकता है, घर में अगर कॉफी बनाने की मशीन है तो काम नहीं किया तो डिले हो गया, कार बंद हो गई, अगर कार से आ रहे, ट्रेन से आ रहे तो ट्रेन बंद हो गई, अलार्म क्लॉक बजा ही नहीं या बिगड़ गया है, तो दीज आर द डिफरेंट रीजंस जहां पे हम बोल सकते हैं कि दीज आर द कॉजेस फॉर द लेट फॉर वर्क। हम देरी से क्यों जा रहे हैं, इसमें इतने इतने कॉज। तो उसमें क्या होता है, हमको ये सारे के सारे कॉज कभी भी नहीं होते, कोई एक या दो कॉज होते हैं, तो हमको क्या करना है, वो 2 कॉज के ऊपर करेक्टिव और प्रिवेंटिव एक्शन लेके अपने को खुद को करेक्ट करना है। सो दिस इज द वेरी यूजफुल टूल फॉर इन्वेस्टिगेशन और कॉज एंड इफेक्ट एनालिसिस। दोस्तों, आई थिंक मैंने आपको फिशबोन डायग्राम का यूज सही तरीके से करना बताया है। आप 1-2 बार कोई एक्सरसाइज लेके उसके ऊपर रिपीटेडली काम करो, 1 बार 2 बार करो। मैंने तो टूल एक्सप्लेन किए, अप्रोचेस एक्सप्लेन किए, कैसे अप्लाई करना है वो एक्सप्लेन किए। खाली इसके ऊपर आपको करेक्टिव और प्रिवेंटिव एक्शन क्या लेना है वो बेस्ड ऑन द रूट कॉज डिफाइन करना है। लेकिन करेक्ट रूट कॉज जब तक नहीं मिलेगा आपको, तब तक आप करेक्टिव एंड प्रिवेंटिव एक्शन करेक्ट वे से नहीं अप्लाई करोगे और वो रीअकरेंस आप नहीं अवॉइड कर पाओगे। इसके लिए करेक्ट रूट कॉज आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए फिशबोन डायग्राम, इशिकावा डायग्राम और कॉज एंड इफेक्ट डायग्राम वेरी वेरी यूजफुल टूल है। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग। प्लीज व्यू दिस वीडियो, लाइक कीजिएगा, अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कीजिएगा। अब तक आप अगर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किए हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब भी कीजिएगा, और प्लीज क्लिक ऑन द बेल आइकॉन सो दैट यू विल गेट द नोटिफिकेशन फॉर ऑल अपकमिंग वीडियोस। थैंक यू।